We have here sample problem 4.6. A man raises a 10 kilogram joist with a length of 4 meters by pulling a rope. Find the tension in the rope and the reactions at A. So we have here a joist that is about 10 kilograms pulled by a man at an angle 25 degrees. The length of our joint here is 4 meters. So if we create its FBD, somehow it would look like this second figure here. So the forces on our system are the force exerted by our cable that is in tension. So we have a force directed along our cable and out away from our point B. And then our weight here that is 10 kilogram, this is mass. So we need to multiply it by 9.8 in order to have our weight. And it's applied at the center of gravity of our joist here. Assuming that this joint here is of uniform density, the weight is applied at the very center. Okay? At the point that bisects A and B. So we have this point G here. Now, our reaction at point A here is, this is not a fixed support, no? So therefore, our reactions here might include the horizontal and vertical components. So if you combine the two, somehow our reaction forces would look like the picture here, okay? And it's directed towards this angle, okay? And say that angle is alpha, okay? Now, looking at the geometry of our figure, we may observe that if this joist here is at 45 degrees and its length is 4 meters, somehow if we create a triangle A, B, F, this triangle here is a right triangle with legs AF and BF equal. Okay, so having known that the tension is directed towards that direction, okay, and our weight is directed downward vertically, and the reaction force of the ground is directed towards that direction at an angle alpha, this one here, alpha, we have three forces on our system. So from our chapter 1, if we have three systems, we can use, or we may use triangle method in order to solve for the forces unknown. So using triangle method, ayan, we may start by our tension, arbitrarily lang, no? Tension, weight, at saka reaction. So if we try to draw our tension somehow, ito yung image niya. So our joist is at 45 degrees. Yan. Our tension here is directed towards that direction. Okay, at what angle? So knowing that the angle from our cable towards our joist, from our picture, this is 25 degrees, no? So we have here 25 degrees. And this angle here is 45 degrees. Our tension here is directed towards that direction. This is our tension. And using triangle method, we connect the head to the tail. So if we try to use our weight next, we connect the tail of the weight to the head of our tension. So we have, yan, somehow, that's just an approximate value, no? This is our weight. Now, projecting our reaction force somehow is directed towards that direction at an angle alpha. We don't know the angle, no? So let's assume a value of alpha, say that is that one here. This would be, or this might be our alpha. And this force here is our force R. So knowing that this is 25 degrees, here going here, 25, and this one here is 45, and the whole angle here is 90. So if we have 90 minus 45 minus 25, this one here is our 20 degrees. And if we project our weight here, this one here is 90. And knowing that our weight is along the vertical, and we have here horizontal, this angle here is 90. So in order to know what's the angle here, we need to know what is alpha, so that we may have 90 minus alpha, we'll be able to get the angle here, okay? So ayan. Now, looking at this figure here, to the geometry of our, we made earlier here, what we want to know is, we need to get alpha. So how do we get alpha? So we get alpha based from the geometry we have here. So in order to get alpha here, we need to know what is the length of CE, this length here. No, because we can use SOHCAHTOA later if we know this length here. Okay, we already know the length here. No? We can use TOA, no? TOA, the opposite over adjacent. We already know what is AE. Because AE is just, knowing that our joist is 4, we can get the side of triangle ABF. No? So this one here, this length, ito, and this one here, this length here, this is just 4 opposite. We have sine 45. This one here, we have 4 cosine 45. And since our G here is at the middle, no, at the very center, it bisects AB. So if we project it downward here, we know that AE and EF, they are equal, or that is just half of 4 cosine 45. So this length here, this one, is just half of cosine 45. What we want here is we need to know, we already know this one, so we need to know this angle here. So what we want is, diba, we already know A to E. This is A, this is E, and say this is point C, this one here. The angle that we want to know is the alpha, okay? This angle here. We already know that AE is just half of AF. So we have 4 cosine 45 divided by 2. Okay, 4 cosine 45 divided by 2. Try to calculate. We have 2 cosine 45. We have this equal to square root of 2. So this one here is square root of 2. So therefore, ito pala, this is just times 2, no? So we have 2 square root of 2. This one here is 2 square root of 2. Okay? So how do we get CE? So knowing that our CE here is equal to DF, so we need to know what is BD. Because this length here minus BD is equal to DE, that is DF, DF, and that DF is equal to CE, and that CE is the length we need here in order to get alpha. Okay, now we have here, looking at our picture here, we know that AE is equal to EF. So if AE, this one here, is equal to square root of 2, this one also is equal to square root of 2. Okay, and since EF is equal to CD here, the CD here, that is equal to square root of 2 also. So in order to get what is the length here, ayan, we need to know what is this angle, no? So this angle here, ayan, this is just the sum of 25 and 45. So 25 and 45, that is 70 degrees, no? So we have this triangle CBD, no? This triangle CBD forms an angle 70 degrees. And its length here is square root of 2. What we want is this BD here. So how do we get BD? So we have opposite over adjacent, that is tangent. No? We have tangent 70 is just equal to opposite, which is square root of 2, over the tangent, or opposite over the adjacent, that is BD. So our BD here is basically square root of 2 over tangent 70. So that is equal to square root of 2 tangent 70. 0.515. 0.515. So therefore, this length here, BD, is this one here. That length is 0.515. So in order to get DF, that is just this BF minus BD, that is DF. Okay, and that DF is equal to CE. So we have here our CE is equal to CE, that is equal to DF, that is equal to BF minus BD, that is BF minus BD. So let's try to substitute our BF F here is 2 square root of 2 minus BD here, that is 0.515. Calculate, we have 2 square root of 2 minus 0.515, that is equal to 2313. Our CE here is equal to 2.313. Okay? 313. Now, knowing that this side here is square root of 2, this one here is 2.313, we can get alpha here. Opposite over adjacent, so tangent alpha. So we have our alpha is equal to tangent inverse of the opposite, which is 2.313, divided by the adjacent, which is square root of 2. So we have our alpha equal to we have tan inverse of 2.313 over square root of 2. Our alpha is 58.56 degrees. So knowing alpha, we can now substitute that alpha here. We have 58.56. So if the total angle here from here going to horizontal is 90, so 90 minus 58.56, we have 31.44. So this angle here is 31.44 degrees. No? Now let's look at here. No? We have here, if we extend this one going to that direction and also this one here, if we have here 20, somehow this angle here should also be 20. So we have 90 plus 20, we have this full angle here as 110 degrees. No? So if we may redraw our triangle, ayan, and then our weight, and then our R, this is our tension, this is our weight, this is our reaction. This angle here is 110 degrees, and this one here is 31.44 degrees. The given side here is for our weight, and that is 98.1 newtons. So in order to solve for the T and our R, we may use the sine law. Okay, so we have our weight, which is 98.1, divided by the angle opposite to it, this angle here. So what would be this angle? So that is just 180, the sum of the angles of a triangle, and then minus 110 minus 31.44. So this one here is 38.56. 38.6 na lang. So ayan. So we have here 98.1 sine 38.6. That is equal to our tension over its opposite angle, which is sine 31.44. So we have our tension equal to, solving this in our calculator, we have our tension as 81.9 newtons. Ayan. In the same manner, we can calculate our R. Our R here is just R over the opposite angle, which is sine 110. Okay? If we solve this part here, we can get R is equal to 147.8 newtons. So that would be it.